All right, everyone. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another session of Power Session with yours truly, DMP Speaks. I'm in the building. You're in the building with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another session of Power Session, like I stated. Oh, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm drop something already. Got excited. I got excited. I got too excited. But Thursday nights, I get really excited because I get this chance to spend some time with you guys, but also give you not just inspiration, but I want to help you be transformed. I want you to be changed, and I want you to be able to get some things that I have for you to grow because it's good to be motivated. It's good to be inspired. But I want these words, I want these principles to not only follow you, but help you in your life that you can apply these things. So it's my esteemed pleasure to be with you on tonight. Thank you for all my followers on my social media platforms. I thank you. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, I am a speaker, but I'm also a self-esteem and confidence coach. I do these Power Session Live, my live show, every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am so glad to be on tonight. It is such a great time. I hope that you are keeping safe. The weather where I'm living at, I'm in Western New York, and the weather is changing. You know, things are going on, the snow, that stuff that I hate is coming, but that doesn't stop the progress. That doesn't stop what we are doing. We want to grow tonight. So I don't want to belabor the time. So tonight we're going to talk about what words did they, whoever they is, what words did they say that hurt you? We know that words can hurt. And we're going to talk about not just the whole show about how words can hurt and how it can damage, because we're going to talk about how it's damaging, but we're going to talk about how we can overcome these words, the thoughts that come from these words, the pain that comes from these words. I feel like I got a few things to give you, and I want to do it in a timely manner. Before I start every time, I hope that you are feeling good about yourself. I hope that you are feeling great about yourself. And then guess what? If you're not, you are here to grow on tonight. So If you're ready to get started, I am. Let's go. I want you guys to share this with someone because I really want you to get this information tonight. And please, I'm going to be putting up the replay later. So if you don't get a chance to come on tonight and see it, I have it for you for your viewing pleasure, later on. So let's jump into this. Again, what words did they say that hurt you? Now, I know you have heard this phrase. We've all grew up on this particular phrase, right? The phrase says it like this: sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Now, if you have grew up on that, I have grew up on that, right? But that is one of the biggest lies I have ever heard in this world, yet alone the universe. It sounds good. It sounds so powerful, but the thought of it, the principle of it doesn't make sense. Because we know that words, they do hurt. They hurt and they cut. Just like if you had a knife and you're cutting some vegetables or you're cutting some meat or whatever, and you mishaply cut your hand open or you cut your finger, that is some damaging thing. That's a damaging thing. And not only damaging, it hurts. It might not hurt right then and there, but it eventually will start to hurt. And words carry weight. And you might say, well, where does words carry weight? Well, they carry weight in relationships, partnerships, friendships, family relationships, and everything in between. It hurts when somebody uses words that really cut deep. Have you ever been cut by somebody that you really cared about? And you wonder, why would they use those kind of words? Why would they say the things that they said to me and feel like that's okay? They feel like they're helping me, but it's not. Have you ever been there? I've been there, right? And not only are they damaging and they hurt, they can leave emotional scars that can't even be seen sometimes, right? When somebody talks to you a certain way, when somebody says something to you in a certain way, that thing hurts you. You know why it hurts? Because it's who said it. And we'll get there, but I wanted to kind of bring that out. Words not only damage children. Now, if you say something to a small kid that's 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8, or even 11, each stage you're going to take it different, but it's going to hurt if it's coming from mom and daddy. It's going to hurt if it's coming from somebody that they really love and admire. But if you think that words can only just damage a child, you're wrong. Words can damage full-grown adults like you and me. It can really do something to our minds, because it doesn't matter how old you are, how young or how old you are. The words can, the wrong words, let me put it like that, the wrong words can be damaging. So I looked up this stat. I like to give some more stats to be able to help you. So I was looking at the stat and says psychologists found that memories of painful emotional experiences last longer than physical pain. Let me say that again. Psychologists did a study and they concluded that the memories of emotional pain, memories of pain, emotional pain that a person experience last longer than physical pain. Isn't that something? That emotion that you're dealing with right now, even while you're looking at this, it lasts longer than a physical pain. And I've been in both. I've had my knees broke, and one day I'll do a show on just that or give you some information. But physical pain doesn't last longer than emotional pain, because there's been a lot of people that have been dealing with emotional pain all of their lives. Flashbacks. Remember, I can remember having flashbacks of my car accident, right? But I also, and that's a physical pain, but I also remember the things that people have said to me. And you probably can remember the things that people have said to you. And they hurt and they cut deep. Words can affect relationships. If your spouse, let's just talk about if you're married or you're dating, if that man or that woman, that wife or that husband, if they said something to you and their words cut so deeply, you're going to be and feel devastated because of who it came from. And we have to understand this. We have to watch our words when we are talking to our spouses. We have to watch our words when we're talking to our children. We have to watch our words when we're talking to the perfect stranger, because we don't know the detriment that comes from our words, especially when we use it in the negative content. Y'all feel what I'm saying? If you understand this, give me some hearts. Give me something to let me know that we are all on the same page. Now, I want to ask you this question, everyone. Why do you think words are so damaging to a person? Now, I gave you some of mine, but why do you think that words are damaging to a particular person? Just anybody. Why do you think? I want you to put it in the comments. I want you to put it in the comments because I really want to hear what you have to say. Because this is an area that a lot of people that have money, that have prestige, or don't have, they struggle with this. Thank you. Thank you. They struggle with this issue. They struggle with words that have been said 15, 20, 25 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago, a couple days ago. It doesn't matter, but let's be honest. There have been things that have been said to you as a child that have left a really bad, damaging scar and mark in you. And it makes you start to remember those things over and over and over again, right? Because if we can be honest, it causes social anxiety. It decreases, it increases social distance. If we're talking about social distance when it comes to COVID, it increases that social distance, right? And we're going to have to deal with this over and over and over, right? And it could take a person a long time to get out of the bed because they're so trodden down and they're so out of it, right? Especially if somebody's telling you over and over, you're dumb, you're stupid, you'll never be able to amount to anything. If you continue to hear this constantly every day, over and over and over, you're going to start to isolate yourself. You're going to start to say that maybe I am dumb, maybe I am stupid. And I want to say this to you, even though you were told that at 4 or 5 or 6 years old, or 11 or 13 or 15. I'm telling you now, you're not stupid. You're not dumb. Right? I want you to hear what I'm saying. Maybe you've never heard this before. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not ignorant. You're awesome. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're intelligent. We need people like you. Right? So I wanted to make sure that I gave that to you. So what I want to do right now, I want to give you about 2 or 3 things that I feel will be helpful to you. I want this to help you. I want this to get into your thoughts. I want this to be able to help you grow as a person. Okay. So I want to give you 3 things to overcome words that have been said to you that have left a very big mark or scar, emotional, mental scar, because it's time to heal and it's time to forgive. But I want to give you these. So if you're ready for this, I want to give this to you. Have your pen, pad, whatever that you have. I want you to take some notes. Now, here we go. Here we go. The first one is to overcome the words that people have said to you. We got to first identify the emotion. We are so afraid to talk about what's bothering us. Let that sink in for a moment. We are so scared. And I understand, young man. I understand, young lady. It is hard to identify the emotion. How did it make you feel at that time? What did it make you feel like? What when they said those words, what did it do to you? What did it do to you emotionally? What did it do to you mentally? What did it do to you psychologically? What did it do to you spiritually? Right? Why did it bother you so much that if somebody else said it, maybe it wouldn't have so much detriment, but mom, dad, or sister, brother, or husband, wife, or children, or co-worker, or friends, that person or those people that you that were supposed to be there and be that support said some words that were not comforting, but they were damaging. But you have to be able to identify, because a lot of us are not identifying or even getting down to the root issue. Why do I feel like this? Yes, they hurt me, but why? It could be because of who they are and the way they said it. They might not have done it intentionally, but because they said what they said, and they probably didn't know what they said, but it did some detriment, and it did some it put some fear into you. But we want to be able to remove that fear out of our lives and being aware of how it made you feel at that particular time. And what are you willing to do to change those words? Because when you identify the emotion and you say, this hurts me, this didn't feel good, it's more than just identifying it. Now we have to make some actions. We have to make some movements. We got to make some choices in our own mental capacity to say, you know what? Instead of me just getting upset and crying over and over and over, and this trauma is trying to take over, I'm identifying this emotion because I'm trying to figure out, I'm breaking it down. Like, instead of it just being this conglomerate of words, why did it hurt me so bad? Why do I feel the way that I feel? We want to be able to break down that emotion so that we can understand it better, right? So that when we tackle it, we know why this happened. This is how it made me feel, but we don't have to believe in what was said. That is my point for number one. When you identify the emotion, you have to identify it, but that doesn't mean that you have to believe in it, right? So after we identify the emotion, right, we have to express the emotion. So that's number two. This is number two. We have to express the emotion. Sometimes it can be very hard doing this, or telling mom or telling dad or telling your boyfriend or your husband or your wife or that best friend that what they said to you hurts you, but you're going to have to do it. You got to get some, you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to get some, you got to, you got to have enough of guts. I'm just going to put it like that. You got to have enough of guts to say, I need to talk to you. The way that you said those words and the way that you talked to me that last particular time, I really didn't appreciate that. You hurt me. What you said, mom, dad, sister, brother, 10, 15 years ago, I never said nothing, but I've been carrying it for my whole life. And I want to move forward in my life, but because of what was said, and I believed you, I want to break this. I want to break the curse of anger that I had with you. I want to break this curse of feeling this way because I want to move forward. Don't you want to move forward in your life? So now you got to confront, not argue. Those are two different things. You have to confront, but you can do it in a mild mannered way. You don't have to yell and scream, but you have to get your emotions out, because we have already identified one emotion, right? Or whatever emotions that you have, but now we have to be able to express it. You have to do it in a calm manner, and you're getting out what you need to get out. You're getting out those thoughts that have been plaguing you all of this time. And it's so important that you do that. Some of us, if we can be honest, and we're almost done, we're afraid to tell that person that hurt us that they did, because we feel like we're giving them power over us. No, you're not giving them no power. You're empowering yourself to take that step. It's a scary step, right? But you're taking that step for yourself to say, you hurt me. And because you hurt me, I'm not going to allow the rest of my life to be in this place of hurt, right? And confusion and low self-esteem and low confidence because I've never said anything. It's like you're taking back what was taken from you. Yeah, you hear what I'm saying? You're taking back from what somebody has taken away from you. Somebody's taken the courage from you. Somebody's taken that laughter from you. Somebody's taken that joy and the peace that you had. We have to be able to get that back. So that's number two, how to express your emotion. Again, you don't have to yell, you don't have to scream, but you do have to tell that person, you hurt me. The words that you said to me, they hurt me. But I'm empowering myself to have enough courage to talk to you about this, not to make you feel bad, but to let you know that I will no longer allow you to speak to me this way. I will not allow you to use the words that you have given me that were negative, that put a pause on my life to ever make me stop again. Okay. And number three, this is the last one, and we're wrapping up. After you identify the emotion and after you express that emotion to that person, now you got to give your mind free space. Now you might say, DMP Speaks, what in the world are you talking about? Now you got to let it go. Now you have to let it go. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I know I'm coming raw right into your couch. I'm going to the refrigerator. I'm making me something to drink and a sandwich because you know I got to eat. I'm telling you, you got to let it go. And this is one of the hardest things for all of us to do. We got to give our minds free space, not giving these words any more space. We got to absolutely positively let it go. Because you know why? Because these words will start to trap us. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Words will start to trap us and make us feel that we have to have these words in our vocabulary and our mind and our thoughts and our actions and our movements through our life, decision making to do something or not to do it because of what somebody said. We don't have to live like that. And one of the biggest things, how you free some space in your mind, you let it go, but you forgive that person. We don't talk about forgiveness enough. You have to absolutely, positively forgive that person for what they said to you. I'm just going to leave that right there. You have to forgive. We don't talk about this enough in society. We don't talk about this enough in church, in the kingdom, because I'm a believer. We don't talk about this in our communities. We don't talk about this in our homes. We don't talk about this in our marriages. To forgive. Forgive. And that's even, I'll take it a step further. When you forgive, that doesn't mean that you bring it up again because you're freeing your space, just like a phone. Just like a phone, and I'm done. When it gets to a capacity, if you got pictures in there, you got videos in there, you got all this stuff, right? And you want to free up some space because my iPhone got too cluttered with all stuff. So I ran out of space. So I had to get rid of some things. So in order for me to have more space on my phone, we got to do the same thing. We got to declutter those thoughts. We got to declutter those words. We got to declutter how we felt or how it made us feel. Your emotions are important, but we don't have to continue to be attached to those words anymore. We have to detach and declutter those words because they don't belong to us anymore. We've already identified our emotion. We've already expressed it to the right person or party. Now we got to free space. We got to free some space in our minds. We got to free some space in our thoughts. We got to free some space in our hearts because we need to be better than we were before. We got to have better capacity, right? We got to be able to forgive and free that mental space for more, for better relationships, better opportunities, better health, better thought process in our minds. We got to free ourselves from that. So we got to detach from those words. So guys, thank you so much for your time on tonight. It was a great time. I hope that you enjoyed it tonight. I really hope that you got something out of this tonight. I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to share this with someone. If I can get 10 of you to share this message with someone, I really appreciate it. Now, if you're looking for a coach, you're looking for someone to help you along the way with really learning how to forgive, freeing up some space in your mind, but going beyond words that people have said to you, and more, it might be another area that you need help with when it comes to your self-esteem and your self-confidence. I want you to be a part of my coaching program, which is called the Resilient Coaching Program. It's a 12-week program. We go through different 3 modules, which is called Reset, Rebuild, and Renew. There's 4 lessons in each, and you also get a bundle package of 12 weeks of coaching with me privately, so that we can help, I can help you really be the best version of yourself. I want to see you win. So if you are looking and you are focused and you want help, I want you to put in the comment section, coaching, I need help. I want you to put in coaching, I need help. And I will send you a personal DM from me, and I will see how I can help you get to where you want to be. And I want to see you be the best version that you can be. Again, guys, thank you so much for your time. And as an added thing as well, if you would like to give or donate financially, I really appreciate it. It could be $1, it could be $5, it could be $10, doesn't matter. My Cash App is DMP Speaks. Again, that's DMP, the word speaks. Okay, $ DMP Speaks. But thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Catch me next week for another edition of Power Session Live with yours truly, DMP Speaks. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.